I'm Doug Pearson, F-35 Vice President, Integrated Test Force. I am pleased to introduce this F-35 program update for the first quarter 2007. Our early investments in laboratory infrastructure and equipment are paying off big time in flight tests today. Our early results from flight tests are matching the predictions out of simulation and laboratory experiments almost perfectly. This is an extraordinarily exciting time to be a part of this F-35 program, and I look forward to the many years of exciting results to come.
As the F-35 program moves farther into the flight test phase, the performance and technical maturity of each aircraft confirms the value of the F-35 laboratory system. Virtually every aspect of the F-35 is simulated, tested, and refined by a lab. From initial requirements through operational test, the results from each lab flow to the Air System Integration Facility, developing a complete representation of the F-35. Each supporting lab provides a specific function. Simulation of flight control systems, flight test missions, and mission systems including radar and weapon systems are tested in comprehensive simulated natural and tactical environments. Testing of actual hardware and electrical components, airborne testing of avionics and sensors, generation of health management information through the Autonomic Logistics Information System, and connecting to external environments to test interoperability.
By investing early in comprehensive and integrated labs, we're retiring risk well before we get jets into the air. And all the lab testing we're doing on the ground will be applied towards, at least on mission systems, into the Catbird, which we've flown now over 24 times. And so we have ground testing, and now we're looking forward to the Catbird flying later in the year with mission systems complement. And this saves money on the program by finding issues earlier, and I've got a number of cases where that's happened, and it helps us to avoid spending rework dollars later when it's more expensive to change the jet. Before AA-1 ever flew in reality on December 15th, our lab team had flown the mission dozens of times, going back 3 or 4 months before first flight. And when we finally did fly, all of their simulations were proven to be correct, and the team did an outstanding job. BF-1 brings a number of unique challenges, mainly around the integrated propulsion system and the lift fan. And Pratt & Whitney's delivering key software that we integrate in the labs to verify that the integrated flight controls will work. By the time we fly Stovall for the first time in May of 2008, we'll have confidence that that integrated system, hardware and software, works well. The labs on JSF have been our secret weapon. If you've watched the 007 James Bond movies, you've seen Q in the lab bringing new technologies for James Bond to apply in the field. That's what our lab team is doing. They're back there working on exciting new technologies, proving them out to make sure they're ready so that when James Bond or John Beasley gets in the cockpit, we know it's going to work right.
Collectively, the labs bring systems to greater than 80% maturity before installation in the aircraft. As a result, flight test can function as validation instead of development or problem discovery. The labs not only reduce risk and cost in the current flight test phase by accurately predicting system characteristics, but will play a critical role as the F-35 program grows and matures in the future. The first F-35, AA-1, completed 8 flights and accumulated over 8 hours of flight time during the first quarter. Successful test events included taking the F-135 engine to full afterburner in flight, 360-degree rolls, and accomplishing an afterburner takeoff. On January 26th, the center fuselage section of the first short takeoff vertical landing F-35, known as BF-1, was joined to the forward section. The aft section is expected to arrive from BAE Systems in April, with aircraft completion scheduled for the fourth quarter of 2007. First flight is planned for May 2008. The Cooperative Avionics Test Bed, used to validate the F-35 avionics performance, completed initial airworthiness flight testing and is currently undergoing Stage 2 modifications in Fort Worth. Denmark became the final partner country to sign the Production, Sustainment, and Follow-on Development Memorandum of Understanding on February 27 in Copenhagen. The signing signals the partner country's commitment to the program as F-35s enter production and ultimately military service around the world. This video and the latest news on the F-35 program can also be found at teamjsf.com.